360. One reason Facebook is important to follow: sheer size, more than 1 billion users. Another, it is the #1 place that millennials go to get their news. This is according to a Pew Research study. With me now, the Wall Street Journal's Natalie Andrews. So Natalie, Pew is saying the largest demographic, bigger than baby boomers, gets its news from Facebook. What does this mean in a presidential election cycle?
It means that candidates are going to be using Facebook to get their word out there, and it means that millennials are going to be flipping on their phones and finding news on Facebook. So it's important for news outlets, it's important for millennials, it's important for candidates. It's going to be a place where news is and where news is happening.
But how does this affect, let's say, somebody who only wants to see GOP news, someone who only wants to see Dem news? I mean, does this somehow limit the way that people understand what's going on in the campaign?
You know, Facebook says that we're not putting ourselves into a bubble. It says that because we have such a diverse range of friends and different things like that, that their algorithm is diverse enough, and studies have said that we are seeing a diverse range of sources. It really depends on what you like and what you see that you're going to see on Facebook. So it really is up to the user to see what they see.
All right. Now, candidates obviously give the press a lot of fodder. For example, Hillary getting this $600 haircut. Did you see a lot of Facebook chatter on this?
I don't know. I think Twitter was the place where a lot of people were talking about it today. A lot of people saying, you know, if she's talking and wanting to be the candidate that reaches out to the people and is the voice of the middle class, why is she getting a haircut that a lot of people can't afford? It's I think, an optics thing, right?
It's inconsistent with the message, as you rightly point out, that she has pointed out that she is the candidate for the middle class. Speaking of the right candidate for the right group, Trump, and you and I have spoken about this, Natalie, has an impressive following on social media. There is no denying that people respond to him either very positively or very negatively, but he's out there. He's conspicuous. The Koch brothers, though, have pretty much shunned him, it seems like, from access to data, from access to certain live events. What does this mean for his social media brands?
So, and that's one thing with Facebook and the candidates, is Facebook is all about data when it comes to these candidates. And if Trump's trying to get a hold of these data sources, maybe it'll be a little hard. I think the Koch thing really is one more sign that, you know, Koch brothers and the anti-establishment voice that Donald Trump's bringing to the party, and this clash that's coming out, and Trump is speaking out for these people that are saying, you know, I kind of like this voice that Trump is saying. And, you know, we've done stories on this at the Journal that Iowans are liking what Trump is saying over here. And meanwhile, a lot of the Republican mainstream and the candidates are over here. And there's continuing to be this clash. And I think in the next few weeks of the debates and things like this, we might start seeing some things even out with, you know, some more of the Republican mainstream candidates. Maybe we'll see some more voices even out.
Yeah, he does have a following either way.
We have several more months.
Yeah,
he does have a following either way.
Natalie, thank you. Natalie Andrews joining us there from D.C. She is a Wall Street Journal reporter, and she covers the tech angle of politics.